Good evening, my friends, and thank you for coming to enjoy another shave with me. This is a fairly late evening, and this thing is swinging like a pendulum. Wait a minute. Here we go. Tonight's shave is the 1st of December, and my first DEcember. Helping out, kind of supporting Barber Dave, who is stuck with the DE this month because of his deep vein thrombosis, and he's on blood thinners, so it'd probably not be a good idea for him to cut himself. Although he's hardy enough, we could put a tourniquet around his neck or something and he'd be okay. Also, I've had an opportunity here to practice a little face lather, and haven't done that in a long time. Which means tonight we are using the Sterling fan-shaped badger brush with Arco soap. Some of you guys love it, some of you guys don't. And we'll be using the Henson AL13, very mild razor. And well, let's just have at it, huh? I've been meaning to get to the shave all day today, but been a little bit under the weather. Don't let it stop me. I'm just doing that which I do, and just having a not as good a day at it than usual. The more I use this razor, the better I like it. It's actually a pretty good little razor. I don't think I'd make it my only razor because I get bored, but I do like the way it shaves. It'd make a great travel razor. I think, except that it's got kind of a long handle for that. I've got a travel tech that I'll probably take with me on my next trip, which will likely be, I'll see a few of you guys there. Our first pass that isn't bad. I still have the usual, and after a first pass with the grain, this is where it starts to swirl a little bit. Had a wonderful evening last night. Played till about 1:30. Played Dungeons and Dragons with the gang. As we learned more about the game and how to play, we learned to cooperate and use our various strengths and weaknesses, and work as a team, which is basically what the game is about. You get various characters, various races. One thing I will say, this thing doesn't, it fills up and then it doesn't, it's in the write-up sheet that it clears real easy, but I'm here to tell you that it doesn't clear as easily as I think they think it does. Or it could also be that my lather is a little on the thick side. That's 2 strokes down. I'd mentioned to a friend that I'd throw a couple of Gillette slides in here. I'm gonna have to add a little product. And there's no problem with it. Nothing wrong with it. It's my shave. I'll add product if I want. This same maneuver can be applied to a straight razor, although it's kind of risky and you got to kind of know what you're doing in order to do it, or you can end up with a nasty wound. A Gillette slide is when you add a second movement. You're going, the natural tendency is to go straight down with the grain. A Gillette slide is when you go across like this, adding the risk of, see, if you go too quickly in this direction, you could end up with fluid loss, and we don't like that. Fluid loss is a bad thing. So, to my friend out there, good job. You were doing a fine job with your slides. Just be careful of how quickly you go horizontally when you're going vertically. It's something that I haven't got the nerve to try with the straight myself. I do it a little bit, probably by accident, but also for the same reason I only shave right-handed. It's just the way I is. When you listen to that, this razor is so mild, and this razor, and the blade is still, this is like the 5th time I've used this razor. It's been with the same blade. It's a Wizamet, which is one tough customer, so it's plenty sharp, and we are done. Let's see what our alum has to say. Nothing. Because this is so late at night, I'm going to be going to bed right after this. So I'm just going to be slick and wonderful when I go to bed. There's lemon. If we keep hammering at them, they're gonna start liking having us say features there. Product. It'd be fun to have a Thayer up there. I may just make one. And the Nivea 2-in-1, pow, 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 pow. Also an unofficial aftershave. It's got good healing products. It's good stuff. I'll dab a little, if I can get into it, a little bit of powder on myself. Try to direct the powder flow because, you know, I don't want to look like a clown. And Mommy gets upset because it gets all over everything in the bathroom. Because this is really her bathroom, but it's the only place where my crew came in and set up. And they assumed it was mine. And, well, who am I to say any different? Anyway, smooth, no problems. You call me Major Rich, and you'll find me at theshavingcountry.com, along with my friends Barber David and Nurse Dave, and many others. You'll find us all in the member, whatever you call it. They're in the movies section. We all make content for this page, and it's wonderful. Come join us. If you enjoy what we're doing, like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to see the new ones, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.